bison stewing meat.
It's a new season for fresh food, and Frank Parks is showing off the latest to arrive on the shelves of Nietzsche Commons.
Our frozen food section, we have elk sirloins.
It's very important for us here in the North End to make sure that we have healthy foods for the people here in the community.
There's a focus on fresh, local, and organic, and because many of its Aboriginal clientele grew up in northern communities, there's a focus on traditional Aboriginal food as well.
In a lot of those northern communities, you see a lot of, blueberry consumption. They do eat a lot of game meat in northern communities, and pickerel, pike, and things like that. So this is sort of bringing a little bit of home here to the North End.
Access to these kinds of healthy and traditional foods is at the heart of Food Matters Manitoba's connection to the North End. And it's getting the word out with the new traditional food guide.
Looking at the bison?
In the guide, we have a few categories. We have meats, which can be described as fish, large game, or small game, which are the most easily accessed traditional foods because they're actually farmed nowadays. You can actually sell wild meats in the city of Winnipeg if you're not a status First Nation.
Also identified in the guide is where to buy berries or jams, wild rice and wild rice products, and one of the things that Nietzsche is best known for, bannock. And while increased access to traditional foods is part of a culture's identity, it benefits us all.
A lot of some of the meat stores are really advertising the health piece about bison and pickerel, which is really high in omega-3s. So these foods are really healthy, and they're really trying to sell that to people as a way to not only promote cultural foods and traditional foods, but also tell people that are healthy and you should be buying them.
Purchasing traditional foods is another way to support the people in our own province that are picking that wild rice and harvesting our Manitoba meat.
One of our goals, of course, is economic development here in the North End, but also in a broader sense of supporting the Aboriginal community. So, when you're buying these products, you are directly affecting the lives of people in the North that are collecting and harvesting these foods for us.
The Traditional Food Guide is a companion to the North End Healthy Eating Guide that's already on the shelves, all part of a better conversation around food.
Good food is essential to a good community. I think it's always gathering us together. We're always sharing stories and experiences around food, and so it's really important for that food to be tied to our culture and our community, and then also to health.
The guide is a great place to start if you're looking for traditional foods from Manitoba, and when it comes to knowing what to do with those foods, you can always get some recipe ideas at foodmattersmanitoba.ca. For Go Winnipeg, I'm Kim Kasher.